Hey everyone, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in to Relevant Jukebox, and today I'm back with another vinyl update for you, going over my whole collection, 10 random records at a time. And yeah, it's been a minute since I've dropped one of these videos. I was waiting for a couple albums to come in. I've been really slowing down a lot, buying vinyl recently, but I'm back with 10 bangers for you guys, so let's just get into these records. So kicking off this batch of albums was one I've been waiting a long time for, it feels like, but it finally came in, and that's JPEGMAFIA's Black Ben Carson. So I was pretty stoked to get this in when I heard that it got announced through his Instagram. This one, I think I ordered it last year, in like the end of the year or something like that. And it's got a new cover art, which is really cool, from a live show. And it's a double gatefold. I'll show you the inside here. Lots going on there. And it's a triple LP. I'll pull one of them out. I think they're all black. I haven't even spun this yet. But yeah, here it is, just a black vinyl. I think this is still available on JPEGMAFIA.net, which I highly suggest grabbing before this thing finally sells out. I don't know how many he did. But yeah, I was pretty psyched to finally add this pressing to my collection. I know there was like a limited one that looks really cool. I think he sold that at a couple shows. It's only a couple hundred, but that's sold out and it's way too expensive. So next up here is probably my pick for my favorite album of 2021 so far, and that's Spirit of the Beehive with Entertainment Death. Just got this in the mail. Very, very excited. I love this album. It continues to grow on me, as most of Spirit's stuff does, especially when it first drops. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just really engaging material, and I'm just kind of, obsessed with it. Here's the inner sleeve, which has a pretty cool image there. And on the back, you got the lyrics to each of the songs. And I acted pretty quick when this dropped. This is one of the limited pre-order colored vinyls. I don't remember exactly how they described it, but it's some kind of like greenish blue with some like yellow streaks in it that I hope the camera's picking up. But yeah, nice labeling on this one. And it came with some extra artwork, which is really cool. It had a couple of these limited prints, which look amazing. I gotta get a frame for this one. I really like that image of the convenience store. It's hand signed by the artist and numbered out of 250. And also came with this one. Interesting image there. But another one, I think I would hang these up side by side. They look really cool. And it also came with like a fold-out poster, which I'll probably see if I can show all of it off. But here it is. Came with the poster as well. So pretty cool overall packaging on this one. Pretty pleased with it. And yeah, just really loving the Spirit album overall. Next up, I got Dinosaur Jr.'s Where You Been. They just dropped a new album on Friday that I'm going to give a listen to. I plan on reviewing it. Looking forward to that. I am a pretty huge Dinosaur Jr. fan overall, and I do really enjoy this album here. Love the artwork too, with like the alien guy on the back. I think it's really cool. And this is a later Dinosaur Jr. release, but a good one still. I think this one's a really good one. I mean, Out There, Start Choppin'. There's a lot of good songs on here. Get Me, a ton of. I really like this album overall. So I went kind of crazy. I tracked down a limited radio station exclusive. I believe this was. It was like a promo copy or something, but it's on Coke Bottle Clear. So I know this one is a lot more difficult to seek out than standard original pressings. But yeah, I found it for a good price and I jumped on it because yeah, I really like this album. Huge J Mascis fan, Dinosaur Jr. overall. So I mean, I'm hoping the new record is good. We'll see. Next up, I got a classic from The Smiths, their self-titled debut. Love this album. This one, I feel like Meat is Murder and Queen is Dead takes a lot of the like fan appeal. All the fans love that one. This one I really love too. I mean, I guess, I don't know, maybe I can't speak for the Smiths fan base, one of the really sensitive crowds out there, but I like this one a lot. This is not an original pressing. This one's one of like a 180 gram reissue. So nothing too special about this one. Really easy to track down, but I had to have it, and I like that it's on like a nice thick pressing that was remastered, so it does sound really nice, which I guess is really all I care about for this album. You could go really collector crazy looking for all different like variants of the colors of the font and just all different types of stuff. But yeah, I just got a basic one. Next up is a classic from the 90s in my book, and that's Slint, Spiderland. One of the most mysterious bands and albums overall thing I guess you always hear everybody talk about. They're kind of an anomaly. And listening to this album makes you feel like you're in the Twilight Zone at times. But I love it. It's a great one. If you haven't heard it, you definitely got to check it out. This is a really nice pressing. This was a reissue that happened a few years back. So here's the gatefold. It's got like a fold-out book with the DVD, I believe, on here. Haven't watched that. But yeah, you got some more artwork here. And there's some more pictures of the band and some like, write-ups and stuff in here, which is pretty cool. A couple more takes of the band there in the water. And this was a limited version of it. It got pressed on a standard black vinyl, and then this one right here, which looks amazing. It's a transparent, like emerald green with black smoke, which looks so cool. This one, I believe, was out of 700 copies. I jumped all over it when it went up for pre-order, because this is a classic album I didn't have. Moving right along, I have Rico Nasty's Nasty. This was a Vinyl Me Please exclusive. This one doesn't have a wide release still, I don't believe. I think this is out of print, and I think it goes for a little bit now. But I love this album. It's pretty fun. I like Rico's energy on this release, and some of these tracks with Kenny Beats' hand in it came out really well. I love Ice Cream, where he sampled the ice cream truck. That beat is just so cool. And look at this vinyl. It matches everything just so perfectly. Transparent blue, which looks really, really nice. And as with most of the Vinyl Me Please releases, if I am remembering correctly, this one was before they started going crazy and doing like one-off limited variants. This was like a record of the month, but it was one of the first ones for the rap and hip-hop genre. And it came with a cool like stencil printout of Rico, which is awesome. I'd love to use this and like spray paint it on with something someday. But it just sits in there right now. And it also had like an OBI strip, which I won't show. I have it on the floor. But yeah, this is a great album. Love Rico Nasty. Next up, I have a 12-inch single for The Killing Moon by Echo and the Bunnymen. Absolutely classic song. One of my favorites of all time. Love this track. And this one, it comes with a few different versions. It's got the all-night version on it, which is 9 minutes and 12 seconds. It's a banger. So yeah, love this. And I fell in love with this track after I saw Donnie Darko for the first time. It's used in the movie, and I was just like, wow, that song's amazing. It's got such a great vibe to it, and I even love Pavement's cover of it. Here's the single, nothing too special, just a Sire pressing. Very easy to track this one down. You won't break the bank either, but I had to have it in the collection. I don't have a big Echo and the Bunnymen collection overall. Actually, I think this is like the only thing I have from them right now, but I had to have this single. It's one of my favorite songs ever. Next up is Kero Bonito's Time and Place. They just dropped a pretty fantastic EP, Civilization 2, so I figured I'd bring this one out to show. This was the early bird edition that's limited to 1,500 when it came out. I love this album. This is a fantastic album. Fantastic band in general. Look at the vinyl. It's so cool. It's like a transparent with like pink and orange and almost like reddish kind of swirls to it. It's kind of got like a silver metallic-y vibe too that I don't know if you'll be able to see on camera, but in person it's pretty awesome. It was called like Multicolored Swirl. But yeah, this was a really great album. I highly suggest picking it up if you can track it down. I think polyvinyl has a different color, obviously, up by now. And this one did come with like a really DIY-looking booklet here. It's just basically like a white piece of paper printed out. It's got all the lyrics inside. This is a great album. I really, really hope that Kero Bonito does find ways to go back to like incorporating rock and shoegaze aesthetics into their music again, because I think it was really cool. It worked really well with their sound, but who knows. But yeah, we've got this album for the meantime. Next up, I have 2,000,000 by Black Lips. Might be my favorite Black Lips album. I love this album, love this band overall. I think they're pretty great. Even though some of their newer material hasn't, slapped as much as that little album run they went on in the mid-2000s, like with this one in it. Here's the gatefold here. But if you're looking for some really, like, drunken and almost, like, messy alternative rock with, like, noisy kind of aesthetics to it, you got to check out Black Lips. They're one of the best out there. Here's the inner sleeve. It's got the lyrics on it. Nothing too special there. And this one is just a standard black, but it's on In the Red Recordings, who have put out some of the best garage rock over the years, with Black Lips being no exception. Nice little red labeling to match the label name, which is really cool. And last up for this record update, we're ending on another classic, a stone cold classic, Burials, Untrue. Yeah, what could be said that hasn't already been said about Burial? This is a classic album here. You gotta have it. I mean, future garage, you know, that's like the genre that was coined from this release over here, which was really fitting. And yeah, every time I listen to this album, I feel like I'm so immersed in it. I just keep wanting to revisit it over the years. This is a very nice, thick pressing. It's gotta be at least 150, maybe 180 gram. I don't know if it's 180. It feels close though. It was put out by Hyperdub, so they did an amazing job. This is just an album that I feel like every electronic fan has to have in their collection. Like, I mean, I'm just really hoping that Burial will put out another album. I mean, he's been, you know, working recently. He put out a few tracks, some new stuff, which were pretty great. And he had that collaboration with Fortet and Tom York, but who knows? Maybe there'll be another Burial album, maybe not. So yeah, that's gonna do it for this vinyl update. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll be back with another one for you shortly. So as always, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and share, and if you want more content from me, hit that subscribe button. Peace.